One of the most important parts in HTML are HTML elements. HTML elements are defined by start tag, content between tags, and the closing tag. Most HTML elements on the page must have two parts, opening and the closing tag. And the main difference between opening and the closing tag is that closing tag has additional / character. Let's see through the code how to create some HTML elements using opening and the closing tag. We can create each one element and paragraph, and both HTML elements should have opening and the closing tag. First, let's create each one element. This whole line represents HTML element. First, we have opening tag. Next, we have content between tags, and we have closing tag. And you can notice here difference between opening and the closing tag. That closing tag has additional / character. H tags or H elements we use to define HTML headings, and the most important is H1 element. Also, on the same way, let's create a paragraph, and we can add some text between opening and the closing tag. Paragraphs we use to create a section for text content. Now, if we save file and refresh page in the browser, we can see that we have one heading or title on the page and text section. And for that, we used tags, and with HTML tags, browser recognized how to format content on the page. Like we mentioned before, most HTML elements have opening and the closing tag, but there are some HTML elements that are exception to this rule and where closing tag is not required. One of these HTML elements is image element. Let's create image element. And in source attribute, I'm gonna add path of the image I added before in my project. First, I need to specify folder name and name of the image. You can see here we created the image element on the same way, but this time without closing tag. Also, for image, I'm gonna change styles. I'm gonna change width and height of the image. And if we save file and reload page in the browser, we can see our image on the page. We saw how to create HTML elements with opening and the closing tag, and also we created the HTML element without closing tag. And the last we'll talk about in this lesson is how to write comments in HTML. Comments are usually added with the purpose of making source code easier to understand. Comments are not displayed in the browser. Only we can see comments in our source code, but comments may help us to understand what we tried to do with our code. Okay, let's add comment in our code, and comments we create also between tags. And this is way how to create a comment. Now we can save file and reload page in the browser, but as you can see we don't have our comment. And like I said, main purpose of the comments is help us to understand better our code. But when we write comments in our code, comments will not be displayed in the browser. Okay, that's all for this lesson. If you have some questions, leave a comment. Don't forget, like and subscribe to my channel, and see you next time.